guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a moment since I've sat down and just filmed a video for you guys. So that's what I'm gonna do today. We're gonna just keep it really minimal, which are always really fun for me because I feel like I'm like actually talking to you. Not to be confused with my other videos because I actually feel like I'm talking to you then too, but whatever. Technicalities, whatever. Bags I regret not purchasing. I guess you could say that I could technically buy these bags on resale places like The Real, still hoping for that sponsorship someday, but it's fine, or like Poshmark and places like that. The reason that a lot of these are on the list is because prices, like the hype made them increase, and there are things that I like. I don't know, there's just like stories to go with everything. So if you guys are new here, be sure you stick around by subscribing. I also have a little announcement before we get into this video. I am starting to do lives every Sunday with Amazon. So if you want to check out my Amazon shop page, I will link it in the description box below. I love talking about handbags. Handbags are therapeutic to me. So for starters, let's talk about the Louis Vuitton multicolor mini Speedy pochette, or the regular Speedy. About 3 years ago, before the resurgence and like the desire for, you know, Y2K stuff, I went back and forth on purchasing one of these on Poshmark for about $300. I would just be getting it for my youth's sake and not like it's not popular right now. So if there's one thing you can take away from this is if it's a vintage bag, freaking buy it because you never know when it's gonna come back around. I'm now kicking myself in the ass. I could have purchased that for $300 and sold it for like $1,000, but the mini Speedy specifically, which I sold my little mini Speedy, wish I would have purchased because I think last I saw they were like $500, and I effed up and I bought the monogram one, just a plain monogram one. Why are we like this, Sarah? I should have gotten it. The white or the black would have been fine, but now I just like can't bring myself to purchase that because it's so expensive now. Keeping on the Louis Vuitton train, if there's one thing you should know about me is that I'm more likely to purchase something that's a statement as opposed to a more neutral. And this past fall I purchased the Louis Vuitton Bum bag, which I still love, don't get me wrong. I love that. However, I remember being like, do I want this one or do I want this one? This is from the Louis Vuitton Giant Monogram Bum Bag. It comes in like green, and it also comes in like a pink and red. I personally wish I would have gotten it in the pink or red or the green. So anything like would have been fine with me. I ended up obviously going with just a plain monogram, which, do I regret buying that bag? No, but do I wish I would have gotten it in the giant monogram? Kind of. I don't know. The next is a small short story about my Dior vintage saddle bag. If you guys have seen my bag collection, which I will be linking in the description box below, you know that I have a black vintage Dior bag and I love it. However, whenever I was purchasing this bag, it was right when Mel Soldera posted that we should be getting saddle bags because, you know, they're gonna come back and all that stuff. So I was looking on Poshmark and I was looking to spend about $500. I didn't want to spend an extra like $300 for the burgundy one, which is kind of like a regret of mine because, as you guys know, I just don't wear a lot of black, but I ended up going with the black. It is what it is. And then also I remember at the time like the vintage like art looking Dior saddles were going for like $300, like the one that Carrie wears in Sex and the City, like I think it's when she meets Aiden or goes on her first date with Aiden. So good. And just like the unique colors, I just wish I would have purchased more at the time because I mean now it's the same thing as like the Louis Vuitton multicolor, like it's just too painful. I mean, don't get me wrong, I probably will purchase a vintage Dior saddle bag again for way too much money, but I just love a Dior saddle bag. I don't care. Baguettes and saddles are forever something special to me. Let's talk about the sequined Fendi baguettes. There was a specific one that I regret not purchasing, and it's because it's not like a vintage one. It's just a regular baguette, and I saw this bag on the RealReal last winter, and I had just purchased my Fendi Baguette shearling bag, which will always be like one of my favorite bags ever. Never gonna sell that, I don't think. But this bag, the sequins, it's so Sex in the City. The purple, like, I didn't purchase it because I was like, purple, like, will I wear purple that much? Purple is like a major color for fall 2021, and I'm like, oh, damn it, Sarah, like, basically all colors that are very saturated are in style this fall, which is like heaven. I remember when it sold, it was painful to see. God bless the RealReal, they get so much good stuff. So the next two things are actually clothing items, I guess I should say. And the first one is this Jacquemus shirt. I wanted this shirt for the trip that I actually got engaged on, which is when I went to Palm Springs with Caitlin and Cody last year. And I just wanted the shirt so bad, but I couldn't bring myself to pay $300 for it. However, I regret not buying it because it's just so good. So good. And the final thing that I regret not purchasing is this Prada sweater. I know it's chevron and we're like over chevron, but like this is a good sweater, right? Okay, so those are the bags mainly that I regret not purchasing. There's not a lot of bags that I regret not purchasing because I feel like I buy a lot. And usually when I see something I want, I buy it because that's just a shopaholic's philosophy. But I do have some obviously that are still like taunting me to this day. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments below what bags you regret not purchasing, because I just think this is a really interesting topic. And until next time, I will talk to you all later. Bye!